my name is Janet Ollman and I'm a licensed massage therapist. Today we're going to talk about trauma to the neck. I've got my subject here, Suzanne, my model, and I'm going to use her as an example of things that you can do to release the trauma in the neck. First of all, you want to warm up the area. You don't ever want to go in deep on an area to massage until you just kind of warm up the muscles. And so you just use your hands, get a little bit of massage cream or what you have in your house. You can use olive oil, anything that's going to give a glide effect, a little bit of lubrication. You probably want to avoid Crisco shortening, but you want to use a little bit more natural. Any kind of oils are good. So I'm just basically using my hands, and I'm going to work the areas all from the shoulder all the way up through the neck where these muscles attach at the base of the skull, right here. That's called the occipital ridge, and that's where all the neck muscles attach and the upper back. And they're all connected. We've got the neck muscles that come down through here, and then we've got the big trapezius muscle that covers over, and it's part of neck pain as well. So we have to address the whole thing. And when we're rubbing on the ridge there, we're going to be getting all of those muscles. So now that I've kind of warmed up the area, just do a gentle round and round and round stroke. Don't be afraid to go a little bit deeper on those muscles. Don't just stay surfacey. That's not going to do it. You need to get a little bit of elbow grease in there. You can use both hands. You can start to strip these muscles with your hands. You can use this outer edge of your hand and just get in there and strip all the way up the side like that. And be sure and do on one side what you do on the other side. So I just usually work on one side at a time, and I work across the body. Notice I'm not working the area right here. I'm working across the body. That's for better body mechanics. So you want to do the kneading effect on the neck like this with your fingers. This is what's getting it. The fingers and the thumb are really what's round and around and around on those neck muscles. You might feel some big ropey muscles in there if they're really, really tight. And that's what you want to do. You just want to kind of go around and around. You can use what we call supported fingers in the massage industry to get a little bit better traction on those, and just go around and around and around and just loosen those muscles up. It's a matter of being tight. Why do our muscles get tight? They get tight because we sit at computers too long. They get tight because we hunch over at the steering wheel because we drive a lot. They get tight because tall people like to hunch over because they don't want to appear too tall. They get tight because we don't get enough water. Do you drink enough water? We need an adequate amount of water every day, and that is about 6 to 8 glasses, 8-ounce glasses of water a day. Muscles tend to shrink up and get tight, dehydrated when they don't have enough water. So drinking water will help your muscle pain as well. Okay, now another area for chronic neck pain is right here on the top of the shoulder. This is the trapezius muscles, but it's also part of the neck muscles that come down from the neck. So you want to just round and round and round, or a gentle sawing motion back and forth. Stay in one place for 8-10 repetitions, then move down a little bit and do the same thing. Be very methodical about this if you want to. I tend to be more intuitive about it, but if you really need to make sure that you're getting the whole area, there's a little indentation right here at the top of the shoulder that you can also rub. That's a tendon attachment, and you can just rub that, and that tends to release a little bit of the pain as well. Right, just get the top of the shoulder really, really well. There's actually an acupressure point right here that you can press, and it will help release shoulder and neck pain. It's right in the middle, and just press in for a few minutes. It might be a little tender. It's midway between the neck, where the neck attaches, and the shoulder. It's right in the middle, right on the top. Sometimes your client will be a little bit tender that way. So now you want to work on the occipital ridge, and you can either do that from the top of the head or you can do it from the side. I'm going to work the top of the head. What you want to do is feel that ridge in there. You can feel it with your fingers. You can feel where the top of the skull ends and the muscles attach. Feel it, know where it is. Usually it's the hairline. You just want to take your fingers right in there, and you just want to rub around on a circle. Stay in one place at the time. Give it a few repetitions. It might be very, very sore. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign that you're releasing that. When you're done with this work, you might want to put a little bit of ice on the neck, because otherwise you might get a headache or unbelievable pain, because this is deep work. Really press into it. Really get those muscles worked. Now coming back down to the body, the end of the body, you can take your thumbs and you can work up this way. You can press up with your fingers. You can take your knuckles. I like to use my fists more than my thumbs. My thumbs get worn out, but my fists have a great deal of staying power, and they won't get injured as much. So press up from the shoulders all the way up. Hold the neck. Stretch it out. See how it lengthened there? Just hold it. You can do it from there, or you can grab the occipital ridge and you can pull. Either way, lengthen it out. Lengthen it out. Take your hands on the shoulders and jostle, jostle, jostle. That jostling motion releases muscles. You want to work down the back a little bit too. The muscle attachments all along the spine for these big trapezius muscles, they can be worked a little bit as well. Just go down the spine. See how I'm doing that? This is the lay person's way to do that. Massage therapists generally don't use their thumbs. Generally, massage therapists do it this way so that we don't burn out our thumbs. But when you're just working on yourself, it's not as big a problem. But this is technically the correct way to do it. Doesn't do any better job. It just protects your hands a little bit. So basically, you just want to work this area of the body. You just want to get it loose and get the circulation going in there. The circulation is what brings nutrients to areas that are having problems, and you need to get that blood supply in there. Get plenty of water. Don't hunch over. Talk about throwing your shoulders back and facing the world. And it's just pretty much working. This is from the back. There's also ways to work the neck muscles from the front, but really the best work is done from the back. Just feel the tightness. Become aware of the neck and how it feels. And when you're working an area of problem, you can feel it gradually release. You can compare one side of the neck with the other. This side I haven't worked as much, and it feels a little tighter to me. And this side I have worked, and it feels a little looser. Just use your intuition and how to feel. Also, another good thing to do when you've got neck pain is go up on the ears and just work the ears a little bit. It feels so delicious, and it's also a great way to release pain. The ears are reflexology points, and there's a lot of points on there, especially down here on the lobes. Right here, the earlobe represents the head and the neck. So if you work the earlobe, and all along here is the spine, you'll release a lot of neck pain that way as well. Just use your fingers, the pads of your fingers, to do most of your work in this area, like this. How are you feeling, Suzanne?
Yummy.
Delicious, huh? Yeah. Okay. And then put some ice on it when you're done. Put some ice on it.